Okay, let's start. Well, thank you so much everyone for joining today's session. I am very happy and I think this is one of the um, you know most awaited series per me for this year, and really thanks all kudos goes to the awesome speakers we have, and especially Rajiv for supporting throughout this throughout the discussions and how we were actually initiating this series. Guys, AI in Salesforce platform by Einstein Champions is our new series that will be done by the Einstein Champion, including 6 sessions every Saturday till end of October, covering majority of the topics, majority of the features which will help you in your to customize to get more insights about your from your CRM, make great decisions, strategic decisions, and help drive innovation. So this series is all about AI and helping you to get to know the product, the various products, the various features which are available in a better way. And thank you so much, Rajiv Patel, for being here, for supporting this initiative, and kicking off the keynote. You are really, I'm a truly and big admirer of you. I think you have been always supporting in not just into any small issue which I face, but every aspect of initiative which actually comes to you. So thank you so much. And guys, Rajiv Patel, I don't think he need any introduction in the Ohana. Everyone knows Rajiv. Rajiv Patel is currently working as a senior manager in Einstein product marketing in, and those who want to know more have a lot of questions. Just throw all your questions to Rajiv. Rajiv is the one, like whom you can actually go for any questions and anything you would like to know, and he will help you further in this. So I will be taking only 2 minutes, guys, and then I will be handing it over to Rajiv. So guys, my name is Sagar Kenja. I'm currently working as a senior consultant in HCL Technologies. I'm a Salesforce Einstein AI champion. I'm a J2S mentor. J2S is an amazing platform given by Salesforce only in India for the people who are working in the other technology but wanted to switch to Salesforce. And J2S is somewhere where they can actually start getting into Salesforce, try, learn from mentors, people like me, Sushant, Neha, and many other leaders from industry leaders who directly educate these educate and share their knowledge, their journeys to them, and also job opportunities. So J2S is really an amazing platform. Those who have some friends who are looking for opportunity into Salesforce, I think J2 is the one. J2S is one of the platform that you can start with. Here is my LinkedIn and my social, my Twitter. I will be more than happy to connect with you over LinkedIn and Twitter as well. Okay, so guys, this is all about New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. Our first revival meetup happened on February 2016. Our Twitter and the hashtag for today is Impact Salesforce Saturday. Another hashtag is Einstein Champions and Einstein Movements. Please do tag us in LinkedIn and Twitter and other social handlers. Um, we have our New Delhi official website where you can see all our other initiatives, including Impact Salesforce Saturday and few which we'll be talking about. All the upcoming sessions and the older sessions, past sessions, recordings, slides, everything will be available on the official website. Please do go ahead and visit our website and subscribe to our weekly newsletter as well. Okay, so guys, this is Impact Salesforce Saturday, an initiative driven by New Delhi Developer Group. We have a series of sessions, webinars happening on every Saturday, including covering various various platforms, technologies, and recently we covered D2C, developer to consultant, by one of the Salesforce MVP, Rupesh Bhatia. We completed tremendous and most kind of most happening features out there in Salesforce, including LWC, how you can kick off with Pardot, and many others. So I would urge you guys to visit our New Delhi Developer Group website, and please uh, subscribe to our weekly newsletter, and get to know on the from the existing recordings on the past sessions. Okay, so guys, Talent Central is one of a newly created platform derived from our New Delhi Developer Group by our awesome volunteers. Um, Take it as a Naukri.com or Monster.com. So if you're a student and you're looking for a job in the Salesforce ecosystem, but you do not know where to go, right? You can go to Naukri or Naukri.com or many other job portals, but you won't be able to find jobs only related to Salesforce. So Talent Central is a one-stop solution where you have the openings available only for Salesforce. Go ahead and register yourself. We have already over 600 students registered with us, and dozens of HRs from various amazing companies currently looking out for a fresh talent. We have success stories out there. Recently, a candidate named Ashish was selected by and truly great company. I really admire that company as well. So he got this amazing opportunity, and you can uh, you know see his success story, get to learn from it. If you think that that some the things which you want to, what exactly is required to get a job into the ecosystem to take the first step. I think the first step is always very important and very crucial, right? So you will get more insights about that from his success story. And Talent Central Global is your one-stop solution if you're a fresher and looking for a job in the Salesforce ecosystem. Another and the most, I think, oldest of the initiative which we have is the Mentorship Central. It actually acts as a bridge between the mentors and mentees. So mentors who are already there in the Salesforce ecosystem, having a great knowledge about various platforms, they can go and register themselves as a mentor. So it is open for every professional. They can go ahead and register. Mentees, so for an example, someone who's trying to learn flows, right? They can go ahead and register as a mentee and try to search for a mentor who already has the knowledge on the flows and request to be their mentee. And if they approve the request, then you guys can connect and share your knowledge, and then make again a success story and help each other. And that is it's all about. It's not about that if you it's not limited to a respective area where you do not know anything about Salesforce. Even a professional, we receive a lot of success story. There are professionals who are actually working and having over 5 years of experience in Salesforce domain, but they have never done uh, a specific type of project, and they need help. And they have connected through Mentorship Central to the people who have worked on those projects, right? So this is really a kind of a solution which, where you can connect with the people who you are you always feel that should be there with sitting next to you in your project, and get the insights and help from them. Okay, follow us, guys, and join our New Delhi Developer Group. All these initiatives and everything, we share it across through our Trailblazer community group official website, as well as through Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And the hashtag for today is Impact Salesforce Saturday, Einstein Movements, and Einstein Champions as well. I think with that, let me hand it over to Rajiv. Rajiv, stage is all yours, and over to you.
All right, thank you, Sagar, and just wanted to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to join today. I've been seeing this on Twitter. I know you've been posting about this, and yeah, I think it's impressive the work, what you put together, bringing the community together, and for everyone on the call today, definitely happy that you're on, and excited to share, really what's happening with AI in Salesforce and Einstein. So with that, I'll go ahead and share my screen. And then Sagar, if you want to let me know when you can see it. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right. All right, Sagar, it looks like I need to restart my Zoom real quick, so I'll quickly join right back in. Is that okay?
Yep,
All right, give me 1 second.
sure. Hi, Rajiv. I think you are speaking on mute. Can you hear us? Okay, just give me a second. Let me make you co-host.
All right, there we go. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, can you all see my screen?
I can see it.
Yep.
All right, okay, great, thank you. Well, again, Sagar and everyone, thank you for giving me the opportunity to join today. Very happy you're on the call. And one of my favorite parts about working for Salesforce is working with the community. Ever since I started in our alliances organization, working with our partner community, and now working with our customers. But I really look forward to the moments like this where I get to engage with all of you, get your feedback, get your questions, and really educate and share what's happening with Salesforce. And today, specifically around AI in Salesforce. And so I know Sagar is going to be bringing Einstein champions throughout this series to talk about the different products of Einstein, products like Einstein Prediction Builder, Einstein Next Best Action. But today, what I wanted to talk to you all about is really what AI in Salesforce means and how you can really innovate fast with AI in the Salesforce platform. So I know Sagar mentioned me. My name is Rajiv Patel. I'm a senior manager on our product marketing team. And I know I've saw some familiar names as I was going through the participants list. So again, happy that you're on the call today. Happy that everyone's on the call today. If I haven't met you yet, I hope there's a future where we can meet in person. But with that, let's go ahead and get started. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's a very commonly used slide, but what it's saying is that Salesforce is a publicly traded company, and to make any purchasing decisions on products and services that are currently available. So, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being on this call today. I know I've already said it, but just wanted to reiterate, again, my favorite part of being part of Salesforce is working with all of you, working with the community. And so I'm happy that you're on the call today. And Sagar, again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to join and educate folks about AI in Salesforce. So before we dive into AI in Salesforce and Einstein, I wanted all of us to just kind of take a step back. And really, if you think about it, in the world we're living in today, we're living in a digital imperative. Everything is shifted to virtual. I'm taking this call from my home. I know many of you are working from your homes. And really, there's this need for digital experiences. I'm sure many of you are experiencing that today. Whether it's around these shifting in economic factors, customers having new preferences, emerging customer service needs. There's this need for digital experiences, and at the same time, there's also this need for smarter and more intelligent experiences. And at the same time, this has been something that's been a need for a while, but in the world we're living in today, it's more relevant than ever. And so in addition to that, in terms of what customer needs are, we've learned that there's a need for on-demand service experiences. No more just like calling up, a client or customer on the phone, being able to engage with them and support them digitally. Offering, being able to provide dynamic offers and campaigns. We're learning that customers want campaigns that are personalized, meaningful, and impactful for them. And then lastly, being able to build empathy into your customer communications, and not just being able to build empathy in these communications, but being able to empathize at scale. So again, there's this need for these more digital, smarter and more intelligent experiences. But in the new normal that we're living in today, it requires new innovations and business rules, innovations. They're rapidly changing to meet these customer demands. And so if you look at this slide here, if you think about before COVID-19, these are some of the key KPIs that we felt were important to these different lines of business. And this isn't a full list. These are just the key KPIs that we found that's important for these different lines of business, whether it's sales, marketing, service, IT. For example, for sales folks, they're focusing on attaining their quota. Marketers, they're focused on email click-through rate, getting a lift in that click-through rate. For service, of course, focus on customer satisfaction score. And lastly, for IT, focusing on the end user adoption. Are their users or customers adopting their product? But, in the world we live today, there are some additional KPIs that, these types of folks in these specific roles have to focus on. And it's not to say that it's getting rid of like these past KPIs, like the other ones that you see on the left, like those are still there. But in today's world, there are new KPIs that different folks have to focus on. For folks in sales, they have to focus on, account retention rate, being able to retain their accounts. And not only that, they have to focus on being a strategic advisor to their customers. For our marketers out there, again, not going away with email click-through rate, that's still important, but they're also focused on customer engagement score. And not only that, they have to focus on being a digital strategist. And I know for many marketers at Salesforce, this is a lot of our focus as well. For folks in service, customer satisfaction score, always important. But at the same time, being able to, focusing on first response time, being able to respond to your customers very quickly, again, in today's world is very important. And at the same time, also being able to really foster and grow the relationship with your customers is key as well. And lastly, for those in IT, we're noticing that folks have to really play the role of a product manager and internally be able to push out innovative workflows, get feedback on those innovative workflows, and kind of manage that process. And so again, it's not getting rid of these past KPIs that happened before COVID, but in today's world, there are new KPIs that folks in these roles have to focus on. But legacy platforms, they're not agile enough, they're not fast enough. And within these legacy platforms, it doesn't provide you with insights. There's no predictions or recommendations, and there's no automation. These legacy platforms aren't smart, and they're not providing the intelligent experiences that customers need. And that's why we created the Salesforce Customer 360, which really unites your customer and brings your customer together across sales, service, across marketing. And within the Salesforce Customer 360, we have these platform shared services. We have our low-code AI builders, chatbots, some of our other key AI functionalities. And that's all really encompassed in the platform, which really allows you to go digital fast. And if we just double down and click into like the AI capabilities, there's intelligence across the Customer 360. There's a number of different features and products that Customer 360 offers. And the ones that you see here, this just gives you a snapshot into how AI and intelligence is bucketed and packaged into these different products, whether it's being able to sell smarter with Einstein opportunity scoring. With Einstein bots, I'll talk about how a customer was using that a little bit later, but you can really scale that customer support. And so again, this gives you a snapshot on how Einstein AI is really plugged in to the different products across the Customer 360. I'm not going to go into each of these, but as you can see, kind of give you a snapshot about how Einstein is plugged in and what it allows you to do. And so really with Einstein, it's all about innovating fast with trusted intelligence built into the Salesforce platform. Trust is our #1 value. And, with Salesforce Einstein, you can really innovate fast. You can build intelligent apps using no code to low code AI tools, and you can do that very quickly. And so, really at a high level, what Einstein allows you to do is 3 things. It allows you to engage with empathy. I talked about, excuse me, earlier, really being able to build empathy into your communication, and that today that's more important than ever. And so really being able to empathize with your customers, you can use Einstein to gain that powerful context, those insights from conversations with your customers, to really again be able to empathize and understand what they might be dealing with today. Increasing productivity. I know many folks, including myself, would love to always find ways to increase productivity. And with tools within Einstein, I'll talk about these in a bit, you can really automate those mundane tasks and get things done in a shorter amount of time using predictions, next best actions, smart search. And lastly, scaling customer experiences. Again, in the world we live today, being able to scale to meet customer demand is extremely important. And so you can really quickly resolve those issues, scale your customer experiences with capabilities and features like chatbots, voices, replies, and knowledge. And so again, at a high level, this are just kind of the ways that Einstein can really help you. And if you think about it, how does AI help you innovate with Salesforce? And so I talked a little bit about this earlier, but there's more than 50 features across the customer 360, right? And within all of these features, AI is built in within all of them, and it helps you do things like discovering insights and patterns in your data. Maybe you're a marketer and you want to see what trends are driving your business. We have different AI tools that allow you to do that. You can build predictions using tools like Einstein Prediction Builder, or if you want to predict, for example, the likelihood of a lead to convert into an opportunity, the likelihood of a student to graduate from college. We have tools within the Customer 360 that allow you to do that. And then being able to recommend the next action, offer to take. I know one of our Einstein champions is going to be talking about tools like Einstein Next Best Action. And not only that, how you can add a prediction within Einstein Prediction Builder to Einstein Next Best Action. And I know they're going to go in that in more detail. And lastly, automation, being able to place AI into your business processes and workflows. And so again, there's a number of tools across the Customer 360 that really allow you to use and take advantage of these AI tools. And so now I just want to quickly dive into the 3 ways that Einstein can help you. Again, engaging with empathy, increasing productivity, and scaling those customer experiences. And so first we'll talk about engaging with empathy. I briefly talked about this before, but being able to empathize with your customers, understand what they're going through during this time is key. And so with tools like Einstein Opportunity and Account Insights, you can really discover insights from past customer interactions. You can get relevant updates about your opportunities and really focus on maintaining your relationship with your customers. With tools like Einstein Lead and Opportunity Scoring, you can prioritize and focus on the most valuable leads and opportunities for your business. And lastly, Einstein Recommendation Builder. This is something that is in pilot right now. It's brand new. I'm very excited about this. What it allows you to do is it allows you to look at any 2 objects within Salesforce. And what Einstein will do is you'll find patterns between those 2 objects and generate a personalized recommendation. To give you an example, let's say you want to recommend let's say products to accounts. What Einstein will do, it'll find, excuse me, it'll find patterns between those 2 objects, and whether it's, maybe products the account has purchased in the past, products that other accounts are purchasing, and provide the user with a recommendation. And so these are some of the tools that allow you, again, to engage your customers from a place of empathy, a place of understanding, and really understand, what they might be dealing with. I'll just give you an example of a customer that was able to do that was Orvis. They are an American retail company specializing in hunting goods, fishing materials. And, during COVID-19, they had to shut down their stores. And so, for them, they really had to think, okay, how can I adapt to the world that we're living in today? And so what they did, they shifted to become digital first, and they focused on their digital strategy. They pivoted their promotional campaigns, and what they were able to do by using Marketing Cloud Einstein, they were able to send their customers more meaningful, more impactful content and personalized to their customers' interests. And they were able to increase engagement, increase traffic, website traffic, and you can see kind of the impact that they were able to see. A lift in open rate, click to open rate, a lift in click rate. And so this is just one example of a customer that, again, was able to use AI to engage with their customers from a place of empathy and make sure that they understood, what they might be dealing with and how they can shift to, again, this digital first strategy. Increasing productivity. Increasing productivity, it's all about doing more with less time. And with these no code to low code AI tools, you can again automate those mundane tasks and get more done in a shorter amount of time. With tools like Einstein Search, I'm sure many of you probably use Einstein Search. You can find the answers you need very quickly just by surfacing those relevant results right within the search bar. And not only that, in that search bar, when you're searching for something, you can take action directly from the search bar, whether it's creating a new case, a new opportunity. All of that's available. And again, right when the search bar, you can surface those relevant results and take action very quickly. With tools like Einstein Next Best Action, your admins can define and service relevant actions for your users to take using business logic. And then with Einstein Prediction Builder, you can build predictions on your own use cases, on your own data using no code. And not only that, again, I know one of our Einstein champions is going to dive into this in a future session, but you can take that prediction and include it within Einstein Next Best Action and provide your users with a recommendation based off that prediction probability or likelihood. So I'll give you another example of a customer that was able to use one of those tools, Internet Creations. They're a small consulting firm, and they're focused on creating they're focused on creating valuable relationships with their client base. And so during COVID-19, customers started to be late on their payments. And so for Internet Creations, this consulting firm, they of course need to keep the business running, but at the same time, they want to be able to understand, what their clients were dealing with. And so they deployed a late payment prediction. Using Einstein Prediction Builder, they predicted the likelihood of a client to be late on their payments. And by doing that, they were able to really prioritize that list of clients that were going to be late on their on their payments, and really be able to reach out to them, understand what they're dealing with, and as an example, potentially provide some flexible payment options. And so, that was just as an example of a customer that used AI to really, increase that productivity, reach out to their customers proactively to kind of understand, what they're dealing with. And lastly, scaling customer experiences. Again, I talked a little bit about this earlier, but being able to scale and grow your customer relationships during this time is key. And, customers are expecting, they need tools that allow them to scale their business processes to more users. And these are some of the tools that allow you to do that. With tools like Einstein Form Reader, that's again another feature that's in pilot right now. It allows you to extract information from documentation, from documents, and match those to the right fields in Salesforce. I was actually talking with one of our product managers the other day about this. He's very excited to roll this out, and I know many other folks on the Einstein team are as well. With Einstein bots, I'm sure many of you are familiar with bots, and I'll share actually how one of our customers was able to deploy a bot to really scale their business and meet the demand of their customers. But with Einstein bots, what it allows you to do is, really quickly resolve those common or routine service-related questions, issues, so that your agents can focus on the more critical tasks. And lastly, Service Cloud Voice. What it allows you to do is analyze past customer conversations and really your customer conversations, and serve up the right knowledge, action, and info for your users to either review or actions to take. And so I'll just quickly talk about a customer, Sunbasket. They're a San Francisco-based meal delivery service. And, during COVID-19, they saw a huge surge in their customer base. And, during this surge, as their customers grew, it made sense, like during the pandemic, everyone's at home. And so they saw a huge surge in their customer base. And to really be able to scale and meet that demand, they deployed an Einstein bot. And what that Einstein bot was able to do, again, it resolved those, common questions that, many of their customers were having. And at the same time, be able to provide their customers with those answers very quickly to provide a great customer experience, even during the pandemic. So I talked a lot about, what AI in Salesforce is, and I know I didn't really dive deeper into the products, the how-to, the best practices. I know our Einstein champions are going to go over that in more detail, whether it's around, again, Einstein Next Best Action, Einstein Prediction Builder. I know John Michel, who's one of our Einstein champions, is going to be talking about Einstein Vision and OCR, optical character recognition. And so for all of you on the call, if you're new to Salesforce Einstein, there's a few different ways you can get started today. You can explore what's possible with the Einstein use case guide. Just by going to guide.einstein.com, you can explore, the type of use cases you can build using Salesforce AI. And once you get an idea of what that's like, you can scale up now with Trailhead. Trailheads are a free online learning platform. I know many of you are on Trailhead. It's a great platform to use for learning. And we have our own custom Einstein Trailhead mix. So if you wanted to really scale up and get hands-on with some of the AI technologies, just go to trailhead.einstein.com. Again, a lot of great modules, projects there to continue your learning and really get hands-on with some of the technologies. And lastly, you can connect with others. I'm on the Trailblazer community. I know many of our product managers are on the Trailblazer community. We have a Salesforce Einstein group. Oh, I also know that many of our champions are on the Trailblazer community, and we're here to engage with you. And so if you just go to sfdc.co/Einstein group, you can continue the conversation, ask those questions, and yeah, just continue the conversation with us. So with that, just want to say thank you. Again, you can find me on the Trailblazer community. You can find our champions there. We're here to engage with you and help you be successful with AI in Salesforce. So thank you. All right, Sagar, should I go ahead and pass it back to you?
Thank you so much, Rajiv, for such an informative session. I guess many of many of the people who are in the audience, are able to now relate where exactly they can start from, and which all different tools, different areas they can work on, and how they can um, start using various Einstein product features and get awesome results. So if anyone has any questions, please guys feel free to post it in our group chat. So Rajiv, yeah, we'll be going for the Q&A now, and then we'll be moving to the Kahoot session. So the first question which we have received is from Ankit Jan. The question is, Einstein Form Reader is OCR?
That's right, it is.
Okay. The second question is from Sesha. It's when we can expect Einstein Prediction Builder, number predictions, and Einstein Search rollout from beta. Eagerly waiting to work on it and make our customers happy.
Yep. So it sounds like there were two questions. The first one is around Einstein Prediction Builder. And was the question around the number of predictions you can build?
Yep.
Was that the question? Yeah. So, actually something that came out for Einstein Prediction Builder, I believe it was it was in February of this year, in the spring release. Einstein Prediction Builder went freemium. And so you can build one prediction at no cost within your org. But it does need to be within an enterprise edition or above org. I mean, you can always go in Trailhead, and even if you didn't have that type of org, you can go to the Prediction Builder project. You can sign up for an org there. And if you just remove the data set there, you can actually upload your own data set to that org. And so that's another way to do it. Again, you have a prediction that you can build within the enterprise edition and above org. And then there's different licenses that allow you to build up to a number of different predictions. And happy to share more details with that if needed. And then with Einstein Search, when is it going to officially roll out? I have been hearing some news around that. I'm not exactly sure the exact date yet, but I'm happy to follow up of when that'll be officially rolled out.
Thanks, Rajiv. So the next question is from Shubhangi. So Shubhangi's question is, can we make face detection system by Einstein Vision?
Can we make face detection by Einstein Vision? It's a good question. And I'm happy to follow up with our one of our PMs on that who focuses on vision, but it's definitely a great question.
Okay, next question is from Divya. Can the recommend builder, I think it's recommendation builder and prediction builder, relate to each other?
So Einstein prediction, it's a great question. It's actually come up a few times. I know at Trailhead DX, some folks had questions about that. Einstein Prediction Builder and Recommendation Builder are two different products. With Einstein Prediction Builder, it allows you to build predictions on any one object in Salesforce. And so you can predict things like the likelihood of a lead to convert into an opportunity. You can predict the likelihood of someone to be late on their invoice payment. I talked about how one of our customers deployed a similar type of prediction. Recommendation builder is a little different in the sense that it's providing you with recommendations based off past interactions between two objects. So again, the example that I gave was, being able to recommend products to accounts. As a user, you want to understand, okay, what product should I recommend to these accounts? And so within those two objects, Einstein finds those patterns and pulls up things like, maybe finding patterns like products accounts that have purchased in the past, products that other accounts are purchasing to provide that recommendation. Another great way to think about it is, if you know Netflix, being able to provide those recommendations, that's another example of how recommendation builder is used or can be compared to.
Thanks, Rajiv. Okay, so the next question is from Ankit Jan. The question is, can Scratch.org have Einstein OCR enabled?
Can Scratch orgs have Einstein OCR enabled? That's a great question. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm happy to follow up.
Thanks, Rajiv. Okay, so question from Sesha again. When can we have you in India back?
I would love to come back. With everything happening in the world right now, I know travel is very limited. And again, I mentioned this earlier, but I look forward to the future where I can meet the folks that I haven't met in person. And for those of you I have, I definitely look forward to coming back. I always love going to India.
We too, Rajiv. We are waiting for you eagerly, right? Meeting you with you again. And the next question is from Yashasri. Please, my apologies if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. So the question is, I wanted to know more about Einstein voice. Suppose we are identifying certain keywords from the call, then what are the possibilities for further processing further? For example, can we create escalated cases directly?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'll just say, a few things. For Einstein Voice, just generally, the product was actually decommissioned. And I know some of you might already know that there was a post about it on the Trailblazer community, but something that was new with Service Cloud was Service Cloud Voice. And I know I talked about it a little bit more deeply. And it sounds like the questions around, what are the type of actions you can take within Service Cloud Voice? Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great question, and I have some documentation that I can share that really dives into that in a lot more detail, and I'm happy to share that with you. And Sagar, for the questions I wasn't able to address, if you want to forward those to me, and I can follow up with the individuals directly with responses to their questions.
Sure, Rajiv. Yeah, we'll do that. So the next question is from K. Sharma. Can we make our own models and integrate that in Einstein analytics? Means the AI models. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, you can. And depending what type of models you like to build, you definitely can. And I know within Einstein Analytics, they have Einstein Discovery, which again allows you to build those predictions. It does recommendations as well. And that's already integrated within the tool of Einstein Analytics.
Thanks, Rajiv. So the next question is from Divya again. Is Service Cloud Voice an IoT platform? Can you be clear on that note?
If Service Cloud is an IoT platform?
Yep, that's the question.
Is that the question? Okay. Yeah. It's a good question. And, I'm happy to follow up with our folks in Service Cloud, on that.
Thanks, Rajiv. I think that's all from the questions. So guys, feel free to put your more questions in the chat. We will be going for the Kahoot, and then we'll be wrapping up the session. So you have ample amount of time to post more questions here. Okay. Fine. Let me share my screen. Please do let me know if you can see it. We'll be going for the Kahoot. Just give me a minute. It's loading. Okay, yep. I hope you can see my screen now. Okay, so our questions will be more inclined towards various products which are there in the Einstein portfolio, and it will help you to create a mapping and to try to understand which features are more relevant to which which module, which cloud, and then how you can leverage it further. So guys, before moving into the Kahoot straight away, this is our New Delhi developer group website. All the upcoming sessions are available here. If you guys have not checked it out, please feel free to do that again. The Yep. So the Kahoot quiz rule, we will be giving 2 certification vouchers at the end of our series. So one with the most Kahoot quiz points at the end of the series will win the voucher. Attendees must attend all 6 sessions and block your calendar right away. So here is the pin for today. It's 9020265. We'll be waiting for a couple of minutes so that everyone joins in, and then we will be starting our Kahoot for today. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's available. People have started to join.
It's always very exciting when Kahoot is here.
Right. Fingers crossed. One more thing, guys. Please put your right name, like right initials or first name or the last name, so that we know who's winning and who's not. Yeah. As I said, we were just waiting for it. Okay, we'll give one more minute. I think we have around 39 people. That's, I think there are a couple of more who might be joining.
Hi, Sagar.
Yeah, Vishal.
Sorry to interrupt you. Who is PL in the list? PL, can you please rejoin with your proper names?
Thanks, Vishal. So, yep, if you, yep, PL, please, if you can, give your first name or the last name. Thanks, Vishal, for the correction here. Okay, so let's kick it off. I'm starting the Kahoot, guys. Please put all your fingers on your mobile screen or your laptop screen. Let's make sure that every second counts, right? Okay. Okay. So the first question is lead scoring is a part of, is it Einstein for marketing? Is it Einstein for sales or Einstein for service, or it is there in Einstein for commerce? Okay. Wow. So I think a lot of people are already familiar with that lead scoring. It is a part of the Einstein for sales. Who do we have the winner? So Krishna Kumar is leading, has taken the charge, Naresh, and followed by Sesha, Akshya, and Umang Bhatnagar. Let's go for the next question. Einstein case classification is a part of, I think there was a question too. It went from Einstein voice to the Einstein case. So I think we had an answer for that as well in the Q&A round. Awesome. Let's see. Is there any change in the scoreboard? No. So Krishna Kumar is still leading, taken the charge, followed by the Ankit Jain and KD Komal, Ketan Shinde, and Yashashri. So I think there is a change in the second and the third position. Let's go for the next round. So the question number 3, Einstein discovery is a part of Einstein for commerce, Einstein analytics, or is it Einstein for marketing, or it is available across all the three modules? Okay, I think there is a slight confusion, guys. Einstein discovery is there with the Einstein analytics. So there are 13 people who have given the answer correctly. Let's go for the scoreboard. So Krishna Kumar is leading and taken the charge with 2867, followed by Ankit, Sesha, Viraj, and KD Komal. So guys, don't feel that if you are on the number 5 or you're not in the list, we have upcoming sessions. So the total points which you have in the session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4, and session 5 and session 6 will be taken and some, it will be summed up, and then we will be announcing the winner. So every question counts and every second counts for you. So let's go for the next question. Einstein engagement scoring is a part of Einstein for service, Einstein for marketing, Einstein for sales, or none of the above? Okay, so let's check the scoreboard. Krishna Kumar is on fire, I guess, taking up, leading it forward, followed by Viraj, Ankit, KD Komal, and Vivek Singh. Let's go for the next question. Who is the SVP of Einstein product? So the options are Marco Castellania, then we have Mayuk, we have Sareen Devraj, and we have none of the above as an option as well. Okay, so many of us are already aware about it. Let's go for the scoreboard. Krishna Kumar, followed by Ankit. Sesha is again here in the list. Ketan Shinde and KD Komal. Okay, the next question is Einstein OCR is a part of Einstein image, Einstein intent, Einstein vision, or it is a part of all of the above? Okay, let's look at the scoreboard. Krishna Kumar, followed by Ankit Jain, Yashashri, Kautam, and Zubin. Okay, so the second last question is which of the below is an Einstein admin tool? Opportunity scoring, Einstein case classification, Einstein OCR, or is it Einstein prediction builder? So those who are not aware, there are tools, there are features available which you can straight away use in your Einstein org. There are tools which are for admins. It's point and click, and there are the Einstein developer tools. Okay, so we have the answer as an Einstein prediction builder, and many of us know about it. Let's go for the scoreboard. So we have Krishna Kumar, Ankit Jain, Naresh, and Zubin, followed by Pawan. Einstein search recommendation is a part of. So this is the last question and a tricky one. Okay, so it is a part of Einstein for e-commerce. I think the majority knows the right answer. So the winner we have is Krishna Kumar, then followed by Naresh and Ankit Jain. Well, guys, this is, I think we are coming to an end, and kudos to all of you. Please do post your email IDs, um, and followed by the other participants as well. You can share your email IDs with us and be connected for the rest of the sessions in this series. The winner will be announced at the end of the series, and there will not be just one, but two certification vouchers. So there will be two people, two winners from the series. So every session counts, every question counts, and every second counts in the Kahoot session. I think this is coming to an end, guys. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Rajiv, for giving us your time, giving us those valuable knowledge which you have, which I think each one of us were waiting for. And guys, thank you so much for joining our session, for for being a part of this initiative. And let's make sure that every session counts, and every session we will be able to learn more from each of the Einstein champion, is and we actually implement. The key takeaways are from every session is we have to go and implement, we have to go and start using it, right? And then only we will get the practical knowledge out of it. Then only we will be able to understand that how actually it works, and how actually we will be able to get insights from those various features, various products which are available. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Sagar. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Rajiv. Thank you so much for your time. Have a
Bye
great
bye.
day.
You too.
Bye, all. Thanks for joining.